Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the RDV Sportsplex for Game 2 of the FBA Finals. Yes, let's hear it for the two teams. Tonight's matchup is between the Volusia Serpents and the Kissimmee Lambs. Before we get started, we'd like to acknowledge our sponsors, Dr. Thomason and the Houston Clinic, NB Labs, 24-Hour Fitness, and Moulton, the official basketball provider for the Florida Basketball Association. Now let's meet the starters for the Volusia County Serpents. From the Armenia Basketball League A, number 24, Roberto Suarez. From Hiram College, wearing number 22, Kevin Bees Jr. From Iowa Western Community College, number 34, Anthony Rice. From Highland, Kansas Community College, number 4, Antonio Jackson. From the University of Maine at Machias, number 21, James Lindsay Jr. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starters for the Kissimmee Lambs. Wearing number 20, Ignacio Nacho Padilla. Number 31, Corvell McElroy. Number 24, Gregory St. Remy. Number 5, Juan Herrera. And number 45, Kamar Harriet. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand as we honor the presentation of our national anthem by Mark King.
By the dawn's early light, oh, so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we we're so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang with the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 coming up of the FBA Finals. It's a do-or-die game for the Volusia Serpents. Make sure you make some noise for your favorite team here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Game 2 of the Florida Basketball Association Championship 2023. Big time day. If you've caught last week's action, the Volusia County Serpents took the loss to the Kissimmee Lambs. They came out strong, really played a strong set of basketball, and took the lead 1-0. We do a 3-game series in the FBA. And so this is Game 2, and we'll see if they need a Game 3. I'm here with Rob Dietz.
Welcome everybody here.
Rob.
Mark King will be doing your play-by-play for Game 2 of the FBA Finals here at RDV Sportsplex in Maitland, Florida. Kissimmee Lambs coming in, the number 1 team. Volusia Serpents, number 2 team. Kissimmee Lambs really took care of Game 1. Had control of the game since the beginning of the second quarter. Hopefully the Serpents can come out and battle a little bit further.
Absolutely, Rob. And the Lambs have been fantastic. They're a great addition. They play a different style of basketball than maybe the U.S. does to some degree. A lot of people from South America, Venezuelan by nature,
nice
with many of
block.
the players.
We've got no score here. Beginning of the first quarter, game number 2. Nacho Padilla with the ball, gets it out to Juan Herrera. Juan Herrera kicks it out to Nacho. Now to St. Remy in the corner. St. Remy takes it in strong. Just misses as the shot clock expires. Anthony Rice to Suarez. Suarez guarded by Nacho Padilla. Gives it up to Antonio Jackson. It's turnover. Nacho Padilla with the ball, goes to the coast.
Tough shot by Roberto Suarez. He's a lights-out kind of guy.
We still have no score here early in the first quarter. Nacho Padilla driving, stops and pops from the free throw line, and that's good. Lambs take a 2-0 lead. Pass inside to Antonio Jackson. Rebound by Rice. His shot no good. Rice gets his own rebound. Out to Kevin Beans. Kevin off. We're tied up at 2. Kamar Harriet brings the ball up the court. Finds St. Remy inside. He backs up Roberto Suarez. He spins. His right hand shot no good. Anthony Rice with the rebound. Ahead to Lindsey Jr. Lindsey takes it, gets it to Suarez, out to Beans. Beans wide open, 3-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound by Antonio Jackson. Rice up, and he's blocked by Kamar Harriet. That's 2 blocks already in the game by Harriet early in the first quarter. Euro step. Oh, nice floater by number 45, Kamar Harriet. Nice left-handed floater there. Ball inside, knocked out of bounds by the Lambs. Serpents still retain possession. Lambs up 4-2 here early in the first quarter. We've got 8:48 to go in the first. Juan Herrera with the rebound up to Corvell McElroy. He backs in Kevin Bean. Nice. Nice drive there by Corvell McElroy. He took it strong to the basket, off the glass for 2. Beans Jr. with the rebound. Up ahead to Nacho Padilla. Nacho with a right-handed baby hook. Asked for 2 points. 6 game. Here on the left wing, out to AJ.
8-6 Serpents.
St. Remy with the ball on the right wing. He's backing up Suarez. He stops, gives it to McElroy in the left wing. St. Remy since Herrera sets the pick. We've got a
Traveling.
ball on the play. Serpents ball on the side.
Let's go, ladies. Let's go, yo. Let's go, y'all.
Serpents up 8-4 early. Mark, I think the only way the Serpents can win the game is if they have the lead going into the fourth quarter. I think the Lambs bench is too deep.
Well,
7 points.
and Rob, I think they're listening to you. They're definitely trying to push the pace a little bit, put points on the board.
Nacho Padilla on the right, gives it up to Herrera. McElroy at the right wing. Takes Beans in strong, kicks it out to Padilla. Traveling call. That's 2 in a row on the Lambs.
We see a lot of traveling calls lately. I kind of like it. People are getting really free with their movement. But
I agree with you. I'd rather see the right reps call a tighter game. I think Beans should have shot that instead of going for the pass.
absolutely,
He's left-handed. It would have been a nice, easy layup off the glass.
I think he should have dunked it, Rob.
40, Sinza Davidson. Number 10, Elvis Baez. Number 13, Eliza Guevara. All check in for the Lambs. Number 77, Anderson Ramos. And number 3, Carlos. Yeah, the Lambs just subbed in all 5 players. Down by 7 points, they subbed all 5. Baez gives it up to Carlos Motilla. Back to Baez on the right wing. Guevara sets the pick. Offensive foul. Foul called on number 10, Elvis Baez. Offensive foul. Serpents still up by 7, 11-4. Kevin Bean Jr. out to Lindsay. Lindsay Jr. with the Euro step. Off the mark. Sinza Davidson with the rebound. Anderson Ramos across to Baez. Oh, nice pass inside to Sinza. Sinza Davidson with a nice finish off the glass.
That's a good shot. And you look at the Lambs definitely playing a European-type style of basketball. Lots of passing, lots of cutting, less one-on-one dribble.
Carlos Motilla out to Anderson Ramos.
Tough.
Ramos with the air ball.
And one.
The foul and finish. Foul called on number 34. Rice. Eliza Guevara. He'll be at the free throw line. Look at the three-point play. One free throw coming up for Guevara. Free throw is good.
Interesting fact, Rob. This will be the 3rd time in a row that an expansion team is in contention and will win the FBA championship.
I love that. Nice pass again. Sinza Davidson has been on the good side of 2 or 3 nice passes, and Lambs are getting.
Yeah, Sinza, number 40. Kissimmee Lambs up by 10, 17-7 over the Serpents.
So I'm going to take the kids kind of towards home.
From timeout, we've got a 17-7 game. Kissimmee Lambs up.
And it's a very difficult scenario here. The main shot clock or scoreboard not working. So I'm going off memory and things that are happening. We got the score right. We'll go from here.
Oh, that was a big shot by James Lindsay Jr. The Serpents needed that. If the Serpents go down by 15 points, I don't know if they can come back. The Lambs are too deep. Too many veteran players.
He traveled.
Travel called on number 13, Eliza Guevara. Ball back to the Serpents, down by 7. Got 4.5 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Game 2 here of the FBA Finals between the number 1 seed, Kissimmee Lambs, and the number 2 seed, Volusia Serpents. It's a best-of-3 series. The Lambs are up 1-0. If the Serpents can manage to get a win tonight, we'll have the final game tomorrow night at 6 p.m. right here at RDV Sportsplex in Maitland, Florida. I'm Rob Dietz here with Mark King. Your play-by-play. Another offensive foul called on the Lambs. This one on number 13, Eliza Guevara. The Serpents need anything they can get to get back in the game. Offensive foul, rebounds, traveling calls.
Number 0, Brayton Davis. And number 13, Jamarcus Mickle. Check in for the Volusia Serpents.
Ball thrown out of bounds by the Serpents. Lambs ball up by 7.
You know, Rob, you can see already the Serpents are frustrated with each other.
Yep.
And that's a tough scenario to be in.
And it's the opposite with the Lambs. They're smiling. They took a timeout. Another traveling call on Eliza Guevara. Wow. Coach is going to probably pull him out soon. He's looking at the bench.
I think he's on vacation already.
Nice pass. Off the Anderson Ramos with the ball at the top of the key. Out to Baez. Into Sinza Davidson. His shot off the mark. Anderson Ramos with the rebound. To Baez at the top of the key. Into Ramos. Gets it into Sinza. Sinza turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound by Roberto Suarez. His team still down by 7. The three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Anderson Ramos with the ball, gives it up to Guevara. Nice play.
Number 5, Ron Guerrero, checks in for the Kissimmee Lambs.
If I go mute for a minute, it's because I'm on the hot mic doing some announcing. Oh, my. It's a bad shot there, Brayton Davis.
And I got to tell you, Rob, as a coach to the Florida Fight and seeing the Serpents twice this year and watching them play, this is uncharacteristic of them. They're definitely a better team than what they're looking today and even last game. But
Number 34, Anthony Rice, checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
With the ball, top of the key, Herrera. Herrera drives in. His right-handed scoop shot, no good. Suarez with the rebound. Up ahead to Smith. Too hard off the passes. Out on the play. Foul called on number 34, Carlos Motilla. We got 17. We've got about 2.5. Up ahead to Anderson Ramos on the right wing. He slows things down. Into the corner. Carlos Motilla, his three-pointer off. Jermaine Johnson with the rebound up ahead to Suarez. Suarez to Jamarcus Mickle. Top of the key. Brayton Davis shot just short. Things up for the Lambs. Lambs still up by 5. Juan Herrera backing in Brayton Davis. Foul called on the play.
The Lambs are lucky to have a guy like Juan Herrera, very much a veteran, very well-traveled, passport full of stamps.
Yep. He knows how to play the game mentally and physically.
I believe he spent time in the NBA as well, if I'm not mistaken, with Houston or San Antonio.
Right, I believe so. Plenty of overseas action for him too. Good perimeter shooter. Good. Oh, nice drive. Elvis Baez just off the mark. That foul is going to be 34. Carlos Motilla over the back for the offensive foul. At least he's fighting for the rebound, though.
Great footwork, couldn't finish the layup.
Yep.
To quote an old friend of mine from Rucker Park who I played with in the CBA, John Strickland, you got to finish your breakfast sometimes.
That's right. But I like it. He's fouled.
Got to play defense with your feet. Beat the man to the spot. Stop grabbing.
Serpents down 5. Oh, nice drive and finish by number 30, Anthony Rice. That takes us to the first quarter here with your score 17-14. Kissimmee Lambs up. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
That takes us to the end of the first quarter here at RDV Sportsplex. The score, Kissimmee Lambs 17, Volusia Serpents 14. Let's take a moment to acknowledge one of this year's proud sponsors, ND Labs. ND Labs builds data-driven web applications with a focus on interactive training and visualization. For more information, please visit www.ndlabs.com or email hello@ndlabs.com.
All right.
We're live.
Up 17.
Rob, we got a special treat for the start of the second quarter. One of my guys, one of my Florida Flight Basketball Academy kiddos, Silas Whistler.
All right, Cyrus, welcome.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Now, Silas, we had a long day today. We had a couple of games. You've been with the Florida Flight Basketball Academy for 4 years now, I guess, right?
Yes.
How do you like the game of basketball, bud?
I think it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool as well. You've gotten a lot better being a part of the Florida Flight. We had some games today, tough games, but we got to play against MJ Dean, a nationally ranked player. Tell me how that was today.
It was good. I liked it.
How do you think you matched up?
I guess we were pretty good.
I thought you did well as well. Nobody knows who you are. We're not on the scene like that yet, but I think that you're growing up, getting better. You got big shoes to fill. Talk about your brother Noah. How's it feel having a big brother like Noah Whistler?
I think it's cool because he's pretty good too.
Does he teach you a lot of stuff at home, or is he a tough big brother?
He's a tough big brother.
You guys get along okay?
Yes.
Now you got another brother, Ananias. All three of you guys in the academy. Who's the best big brother, Ananias or Noah?
Noah.
Noah. Is Ananias tough?
Yeah.
Well, we had a good day today. We're going to keep playing. What kind of goals you got in the Florida Flight Basketball Academy? What's your goal this year?
To win a lot of games.
To win a lot of games. I like that. Winning games. Good deal. Well, Silas, thanks for joining us. Little feature for you. Growing up, being on the microphone. First interview?
Yes.
How do you think you did?
Bad.
You did. Son, you did great. All right, go enjoy the rest of this Florida Basketball Association Championship. Let me ask you one more question. Who do you got, Serpents or the Lambs?
Serpents.
Serpents. Why the Serpents?
We got a timeout by the Kissimmee
know.
Lambs.
Do you like
The
snakes?
Serpents take the lead, 22-21.
You got a favorite player on the Serpents?
Out on the play.
No.
All right, bud. Enjoy the rest of the game. Thanks for coming over.
Bye.
Ooh, good times, Rob. Good
I
times.
love kids. They're the best.
I agree.
So we're in the middle of your interview. The Volusia Serpents went on a little spurt and took the lead. They're up 22-21.
And I'm sitting here interviewing Silas with all this crazy momentum changes.
Yeah, I'm proud of the Serpents.
That's good. Well, we definitely want to see a game 3, right? That's the NBA. NBA likes to go 7 games.
Right.
But
I want to go to the final game.
And you know, that's the thing about the FBA that we've tried to stay to. We wanted to make this a competitive game, but do things a little bit different, not these one and done stuff. We like going to 3 games. Makes it more competitive.
Juan Herrera at the top of the key. Takes the 3. Takes that one, no good. McElroy with the rebound. Number 21, Indi Blackman missed that shot. Serve still up. Serpents have their starting 5 in. It's Lindsey Jr., Jermaine Johnson, Suarez, Antonio Jackson. Though, Herrera with the rebound. Brings the ball up the court, gets it out to McElroy. St. Remy at the top of the key. Nothing. Again,
I got to tell you, Rob, I enjoy watching James Lindsay play. He plays with a lot of flavor, a lot of style. He plays hard every night, and of course, as a Detroit Piston all my life, I love the hair. Dennis Rodman style.
Junior before the game, he told him that he was the X factor. If he has 30 points, I think this. But if they're going to score, Lindsey Jr. to get 30 plus today.
Absolutely. But, you know, on the downside, and I've talked to him a little bit, I get to know these guys emotionally. Sometimes.
McElroy, nice pass inside. Eliza Guevara, the strong finish, and he's fouled on the play. He didn't get called for traveling.
I know.
And he finished. Foul called on number 4. One free throw. His team's up by 1 now, 26-25.
Number 25, Johnny Brown, the third, checks in for the Serpents.
Too many big bodies in there. About what, 5'9", 5'10"? there were 6 arms waiting for him to block the ball. Oh, spin move. Nice. McElroy just off the mark. The ball, Antonio Jackson thinking about a three-pointer. Shot clock correction here. Shot clock should be at 17. Ref timeout here. Lambs up by 2, 27-25. .708 left to go in the second quarter. Johnny Brown III inbound. James Lindsay Jr. with the ball. St. Remy D'ing him up. Antonio Jackson over to Rice, over to Suarez. He fakes a shot. That Suarez shot, though, he likes those stop and pop from 10, 14 feet.
Kind of cold today, Rob.
Oh! I don't know if that was supposed to be an alley-oop. Can James Lindsay dunk it? No. The layup off the glass.
Boo. Come on, James. Give us something.
We're tied up. 7:27. Backing up Johnny Brown Jr. McElroy with the ball. Juan Herrera stop and pop. Just off the mark. Handle the rebound. McElroy backing in James Lindsay Jr. Oh, nice pass.
Great pass by Corval McElroy.
Lindsay Jr. with an errant pass, knocked out of bounds.
Number 32, Jermaine Johnson, checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
Suarez with the ball at the top of the key. And to Johnny Brown. He spins, spins, spins. Pass it underneath to Johnson. He got tied up on the play.
Jump ball, Corval McElroy
And Jermaine Johnson.
What do you got, Rob?
I think Jermaine Johnson by about 6 inches, 8 inches, and 40 pounds. He's a big body out there.
Let's see if the big body holds him down. Let's see if he can do it.
Number 10, Elvis Baez, checks in for the Kissimmee Lambs. Number 22, Kevin Beans Jr., checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
All right, we got our jump ball. Lambs up 29-27. Midway through the second quarter. Once again, we're here for the FBA Finals game number 2 at Genesis health in Maitland, Florida. Free throws no good. Have the ball. St. Remy on the left wing, out to McElroy at the top of the key. Guevara looking to set a screen. Indy Blackman also setting a screen. Pass to Guevara, spins at the free throw line. Wild shot off the mark. McElroy, that was a nice up and under off the glass for two.
A long lost art, the pass fake. Nice move, very creative.
Yeah,
The Corval.
great fake. Jackson, back to Johnny Brown, back to Jackson in the corner. Jackson cross court to James Lindsay Jr. Out to Johnny Brown. His three-pointer off the mark. Ball out of bounds, Lamb's ball.
Number 77, Anderson Ramos checks into the Kissimmee Lambs.
Lamb's ball, inbound to Corvell McElroy. Got a great game so far. As long as it's within 10 points by halftime, I think either team's got a chance to. McElroy gives it up to Elvis Baez on the right wing. He takes a three-pointer. It looked good from here, just a little bit too strong. Oh, nice hustle by Baez. Plays like that make the coach real happy. You see Coach clapping over there. You're a coach, and you'd be clapping too.
I do.
Get your own rebound.
Unfortunately, on the other end, it makes the coach really mad.
Right.
That's how I felt today, most nights with our academy teams today.
Right. Foul called on number 31, Corvell McElroy.
Foul called on number 31, Corvell McElroy. Jermaine Johnson at the line for 2 free throws.
Serpents need, every shot they can get. They need every free throw. They need most of their three-pointers to go in. If they've got a shot at winning, they got to be in the high 70-75% ratio.
Yeah, free
Shooting
throws
percentage.
are tough. You got to make your free throws.
All right, Jermaine
Yes,
Johnson
he
hits 2 of 2.
He's listening to us, Rob.
33-29. Elvis Baez brings the ball. Baez out to Padilla on the right wing. Backs up James Lindsay Jr. How much time do we have left?
4 minutes remaining, and this is a critical time for the Serpents, Rob.
Indy Blackman with the air ball.
They've
Shot
really
clock
gotta
was going.
finish it well.
Jackson with a slip. Good hustle by both teams. Ball knocked out of bounds by Nacho Padilla. Serpents ball.
Number 40, Sinza Davidson checks in for the Kissimmee Lambs. Number 24, Roberto Suarez checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
I know everybody's name now. I don't have to look at the rosters announcing or play-by-play. It makes it so much easier. James Lindsay Jr. stop off the mark. Anderson Ramos with not back to Ramos. Kicks it out to Elvis Baez on the right corner. Baez with an air ball. Sends a Davidson cleaning up the air ball. Easy bucket for him. $35-29. Suarez at the top of the key. Gets it into Jermaine Johnson. Oh, sends a Davidson with the rejection. He didn't even have to get off his feet.
And they're calling a jump ball because he didn't drop it.
Right.
But,
Couple big bodies in there.
yeah.
This would be a good jump ball.
He's 0 for 1 today, Johnson. So
Number 13, Jamarcus Nickel checks in for the Volusia Serpents. Number 34, Carlos Motilla checks in for the Kissimmee Lambs.
All right, jump ball. We've got 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Lambs up by 6, 35-29. Stolen by Carlos Motilla.
No
See,
call on that.
those plays like that, I mean, I understand where the player's coming from. He wants to get the foul called. But to me, the first objective should be scoring that basket. If you get the foul called on you, great. But he didn't get the foul called on, or he didn't get the basket.
Well, it's something you teach, but you want to go into and draw the contact, but you got to finish the layup.
Yep.
You're supposed to be coached and taught how to
First
go
objective is points, ball through the hoop. All right, got another timeout on the play. We'll be right back. You've got Rob in your play-by-play. We've got a 29 score. We'll be right back.
We've got a timeout on the floor with 2 minutes, 44 seconds left to go in the first half. Kissimmee Lambs 35, Volusia Serpents 29. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, Game 3, if necessary, tomorrow night at 6 p.m. right here at Genesis Health.
We're back from that quick timeout. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Genesis Deep and play-by-play here for the FBA Finals. Nice move by Roberto Suarez. He's fouled and finished. Suarez looking off the rebound by Cinza to Baez. Carlos Motilla on the right wing. Nice pick by Cinza. Motilla three-pointer off the mark. James Lindsay Jr. bringing the ball up the court. For 3 points. Got a 35-34 game. Timeout by the Lambs. We'll be right back after this.
Are you looking for strong association law counsel? Becker Law is a full-service association law firm celebrating 50 years of excellence this year. If your association is in need of legal assistance, contact Becker today. Visit www.beckerlawyers.com.
All right, we're back from timeout. We've got 2 minutes, 40 seconds in the first half. Kissimmee Lambs 35, Serpents 34.
Great shot by Nacho Padilla. Spin move to the middle. Easy mid-range shot. Another long lost Art. Ooh, nice take by James Lindsay.
Yep. Nice move. Strong finish off the glass.
I saw the streak of green fly by the baseline.
Pass inside to Juan Herrera. He backs up Jermaine Johnson. Travel called on the play. Didn't have much room. All right. Ball. Jamarcus Mickle up the court. Jermaine Johnson setting the pick. Mickle out to Lindsey Jr. Oh, nice pass to Suarez. Suarez looking for the foul. No foul.
And you know, Rob, that's a frustrating thing. Great block. Great block.
Nice block from behind.
Jermaine Johnson.
Nacho Padilla thought he had an easy shot from the free throw line. Jermaine Johnson said, "Hold my beer."
And, you know, Suarez down here is upset. Thought he didn't get the call, the foul.
I thought Suarez was fouled on that end of the court.
But actually, and that's what a lot of people think, and even some of these players in this level, if the gentleman is straight up, you're invading his space.
Right.
So even if there's contact, it's actually not a foul. But a lot of our players still learning those little particulars about pro basketball.
Jermaine Johnson's 1 for 3 on the day with jump balls. Foul. Fourth there by number 5, Juan Herrera. Foul called on number 15, Joshua Hall. He checked the game a minute ago. Maybe it was on 13, Jamarcus Mickle. Free throw by Juan Herrera, good. That puts the Lambs up by 4. They're up 40-36. Lindsey Jr. out to Kevin Beans.
Woo.
Beans Jr. a long 3-point.
And he did not hesitate at all, Rob. Caught it on the hop and let it fly right away.
And that's what you like to see. You're a coach. You see your players shoot with confidence.
Absolutely. And being ready, be shot ready.
Right, right.
Something that can really elevate your team, get you points on the board quick. And at this level, Rob, it's such a fast pace. If you catch and you don't catch on a hop shot ready, it's very unlikely you're going to get a shot off.
Right. Foul called on number 13, Jamarcus Mickle. By what you mean by ready? Elbows, eyes ready.
Everything. Catching on a hop, you're in a triple threat position. And plus, it gives you a good spring when you catch it to go right up with it.
Nacho Padilla free throw, good. Lambs up by 2.
Definitely something we teach our kids in the academy. Definitely something that you see European coaches teach as well.
Free throw's good. Lambs up by 3. That takes us to the end of the second quarter. Your halftime score here at Genesis Health, the Kissimmee Lambs 42, the Volusia Serpents 30. So, Mark, what do we think so far?
You know, I think it's good. I think it's a good way for the Serpents to close out that second quarter. We talk a lot about that as a coach. You want to finish quarters well, and the game was definitely getting out of hand. Gotta applaud Coach McKell and the Serpents for digging in, trying to get a closeout of the second quarter, pulling the game within 3 points. That's doable.
I agree with that. The middle of the first quarter, Serpents started coming back. They started playing relaxed, shooting with confidence. Guys ready to shoot the ball when they receive the ball. It's been a great first half. I'm looking forward to the second half.
Yeah, hopefully we'll figure out a game 3 after this. And going to take a break for a moment. When we come back midway through the half, we're going to interview another Florida Flight Basketball Academy player.
Awesome.
It's all about my kids right now.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They're going to be with Noah Whistler. So
The kids that you're coaching now are future FBA/NBA players, so let's get them in here.
Absolutely. We're going to
Let's get them used to the microphone.
Get them in the interviews early. So.
Awesome. I love to hear that. We'll be back with your second half in just a few minutes. At Genesis Health, the Kissimmee Lambs.
players that were on the Sunday school team that haven't been playing with us?
Like Isaac, Brian,
Isaac, Sam,
Ryan.
yeah, Ryan, Ezekiel, that new kid we got, who's been playing the middle school team and on the he plays AV.
He was saying Ralphie might play maybe.
Okay.
I thought you couldn't, but I don't know. I don't think they're gonna check.
Yeah, that's what are they gonna do? Make us forfeit games? No one's gonna think like, oh, he must not play. That guy's definitely.
Yeah, he's not killing it. You know what I mean?
Brent, Ezekiel, Ryan, Sam, and Isaac.
So we might have a JV team.
Have been given time. I mean, like Caleb should have played JV last year. Now he's behind. Can't make it.
When we played JV this year too?
He played us once. He played varsity last year. He'd probably rather sit on the bench on varsity than play JV. So we'll see.
He needs some work. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a delay.
I mean, Noah, I think made a lot of improvements. Three teams, I think he's getting lost. There were some days he had like 10 games, so.
Usually it's about the reps, man. More reps.
I'm here with Noah. Noah. So, you've been with me a long time. You love the game of basketball. You go to the Noah, you had a great fortune to things I like about Noah is he's really humble. 4.5. glad you know that.
Let's get ready for second half action here at Genesis Health. Your halftime score, the Kissimmee Lambs 42, Volusia Serpents 39.
10 points? 10 points. I like it. I like it. And let's win some basketball games, huh? Yep. More wins, more wins. Thank you, Noah. Appreciate your time. Good interview. We're getting you in front of the camera more. I believe you're going to have to get used to this, huh? All right. Have a good afternoon.
Right, we're back here live at Genesis Health. Welcome back. We're here at the start of our second half. Rob Dietz and Mark King here, doing your play-by-play. It's game number 2 of the FBA Finals between the Kissimmee Lambs, the number 1 seed, and the Volusia Serpents, the number 2 seed. Kissimmee Lambs won game number 1 last week. The Volusia Serpents have a must-win game here tonight. Game 3 will be at 6 p.m. tomorrow here at Genesis Health if the Volusia Serpents win. Nice passing. Three-pointer good by Carlos Motilla. Puts the Lambs up by 6. Stolen up ahead to Gregory St. Remy. Points. Better watch out. They go down by 12, 15 points here.
Got to start third quarters out well. One thing I love about the Golden State Warriors, definitely a third quarter team. Serpents better get some of that mojo. This game's going to get out of control, and they're going to be going home with the loss and a missed opportunity for a championship.
Nicholas McHale checked in for the Serpents. We haven't seen him yet today. He's seen his first action. Turnover on the play.
Always fun interviewing these kids.
Oh, yeah, I see the smile on his face.
You know, and
it's like Christmas morning almost.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'll tell you, in all actuality, not a great interview there, but that's why we do it more and more and more.
Juan Herrera at the top of the key. He stops his floater, no good. Jermaine Johnson. Lindsay with the Euro step. Gets it out to McCallie. To Suarez.
Great extra pass. Great extra pass right there, but there's a lid on the rim for him right now. They
right.
Can't buy a bucket.
But as
a player, no matter what league you're in, you got to fight through that. You got to miss a couple shots.
Suarez up ahead to Jermaine Johnson.
That's going to be a charge.
Jermaine Johnson to finish. He's fouled.
count the basket?
Yeah. Foul called on 31, Corvell McElroy. Basket's good by Johnson. He'll be at the free throw line.
That's a much-needed basket right there for the Serpents.
And a much-needed free throw right here, down by 6.
Critical free throw. Looked like it was going to be a charge. Looked like he found a space. I guess he shifted his feet last minute.
Right. McElroy to Baez. Baez across midcourt. Gets oh. Carlos Motilla. Elvis Baez on the left wing. St. Remy now at the free throw line. Kicks it out to Juan Herrera. Juan Herrera, nothing but net from the veteran.
He was shot ready. I called that make before it left his hands.
Yep. He's got a great looking shot. His release, you can see his hand. Nice play. Nicholas McCallie for 2. They need a spark from somebody. McElroy coast to coast. Kicks it out. Carlos Motilla, his shot short. James Lindsay Jr. with the rebound. He pushes it ahead. Takes on Elvis Baez. Oh, he thought he was fouled on the play. McElroy with the ball. Lambs up 50-46. McElroy at the free throw line, kicks it out to Juan Herrera. That shot off the mark. Lindsey Jr. with the rebound. He slows things down. Serpents looking to make a couple subs. We got Kevin Beans and Anthony Rice looking to check in. That shot's good.
True to the day, Rob, the Serpents found a way to dig it back in and close the gap.
I'm loving it so far. 2-point game. Wow, no foul called on the play. Juan Herrera, look at the disappointment on his face.
And that's definitely a blown call. Not an illegal position. But you know, Rob, it's like anything. These referees are developing themselves.
Right.
They're not perfect.
McElroy took it in strong and called a turnover on the
Massive substitutions happening.
Number 34, Anthony Rice, check in for the Serpents. Number 8, Fernando Munoz, check in for the Kissimmee Lambs.
Lindsey Jr. on the wing. Oh, that's got to be an offensive foul. You could see that from a mile away. It was a good try, though. Anthony Rice backing up his defender basically into the parking lot, trying to clear room for Lindsey. All right, we've got a timeout on the play here, Mark. We're at 50-48. Kissimmee Lambs up. Got a great game so far. I hope it continues.
Great game. A lot of passion, a lot of energy. You hear the Serpents debating and arguing over what just happened. But,
right.
You know, you can't push people around. You can't back somebody. You know, he says he's backing him up.
Yeah, it was a good call by the refs.
Absolutely. It's not a box out. There's not a shot going up. You can't move people. Everybody gets their legal space.
If he would have kept his feet, keep the player's body behind him, no problem. He just kept backing up.
Might feel like a box out, but if the ball's not up in the air, it's called a moving screen.
Now, Leo Barotaran, their only big guy in right now. They're going with their guards and forwards. Nice rebound by Guevara. Ramos kicks it out to Munoz. Munoz from the left corner. His shot just off the mark. Lindsey Jr. with the rebound. He pushes it up the floor. Spins on Guevara, stops and pops. Floater by James Lindsay Jr. We're tied up here, 50-50. Lambs and Serpents. Nacho Padilla kicks it out to Anderson Ramos. Ramos with the spin move. A wild hook shot off the mark. Lindsay Jr. going coast to coast. Oh, nice. Great play by James Lindsay. He's got a cramp. McCallie with the intentional foul. His player's got a cramp, I think. James Lindsay Jr. They'll be bringing in a sub. I think it's a cramp.
That's the second cramp I've seen today. One of our guys went down. True story, Rob. I see the player Lucas Valdez not get back on a play, and I screamed at him. Said, "Are you tired?" "No, coach, I'm cramping." I said, "Stop cramping." Next play down, he's on the floor grimacing. Can't even walk. My bad, Lucas.
Callie with the ball, up ahead to Suarez. Suarez with a nice left-handed finish. Serpent 50.
Yeah, there's something I love about the FBA. It's always a game. Very good parity, very good competitive basketball. And it's a game of runs too, Rob.
By Nacho Padilla. And coach, he's not happy right now. He started this quarter with a small lineup, and they're getting beat up at the moment. Serpents had a little bit of a surge there. Suarez takes on Barotaran. He spins. Shot no good. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Lambs. Serpents retain possession. 14 on the shot clock. Kissimmee Lambs have been warned. Too much talking to the refs, too much jawing. Roberto Suarez from the corner. His shot's off the mark. Barotaran with the ball, gives it up to Carlos Motilla. Motilla on the right wing. Antonio Jackson on the defense. Barotaran with the ball. Carlos Motilla from the left wing. His three-pointer off the mark. Anthony Rice with the rebound, gets it up to McCallie. McCallie has it knocked out of bounds.
Number 21, James Lindsay Jr. checks in for the Serpents.
Serpents up 54-50. Ball into Anthony Rice, up to Antonio Jackson at the top of the key. Jackson throws it away. Up ahead to Munoz. Oh, nice finish.
Great control there by Nunes.
Munoz, great finish there. He shielded off the player with the right part of his body, finished with the left hand. Nacho Padilla brings the ball off the court. His team down by 2. Once again, we're here, game number 2 of the FBA Finals at Genesis Health. Juan Herrera's fouled on the play. Foul called on number 4, Antonio Jackson. Herrera, he'll be at the line for 2 free throws. His team down by 2.
Number 2, Nicholas McCallie checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
I thought it was McHale.
So about 2 games
The Phelps stops me outside of the auditorium and says, "Hey, you've been mispronouncing the name the whole season." And I told him, if nobody ever corrects me, I can't say it correctly. So he told me how to pronounce his name. He said it's Nicholas McCallie. His last name is also McCallie. I said, okay.
You know, and it's another thing that these guys at this level are learning. Good data, good information, good communication. We don't want to pronounce anybody's name wrong.
Right.
But how are we supposed to know what something sounds like?
Right.
M-I-C-A-L-E could go a lot of different ways.
As the PA announcer and play-by-play, I'd like to pronounce everybody's name correctly every single time.
And Rob, you do a fantastic job.
Barotra ran up ahead of Herrera. No, nice catch. Right. Oh, things are getting sloppy on both ends of the court here. Oh, nice cut, but even better block by Anthony Rice.
Big time block.
Lindsey Jr. up ahead, hesitates, Euro step.
Shot ready.
Big shot.
Ready.
He told the coach, the coach took him out of the game. He said, I need to be back in there. Coach put him back in. He rewarded the coach with a three-pointer. And Anthony Rice with a steal and score. Just like that, Serpents are up by 5.
It's a game of runs, Rob. It's a game of runs.
I don't really think the Lambs want Leo Barotaran being their point guard. He picked up the loose ball and he finishes. Oh, that's a foul.
Easy call there by the ref.
Foul called on number 8, Fernando Munoz. Serpents up 59-56. Roberto Suarez. If he starts catching fire, Serpents are in. He's another one. He's a great shooter, great looking shot. The way he releases the ball, follows through.
Very clean shooter. And we're lucky to have in the FBA a guy that spends time overseas as well. Lots of talent.
Nice cut to the basket by Baez.
Oh, and a missed bucket, Corvell
McElroy. He picks up the loose ball. He finishes. Serpents up 60-58. Got just under a minute to go in the third quarter. Great game so far. Both teams fighting hard. Lambs ball. Got 36 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Foul. Andy Blackman took out Roberto Suarez.
Wow. That is going to leave a mark.
Suarez felt that one.
I felt that one, Rob.
He would immediately. He knew he was good. No.
Number 13, Eliza Rivera checks in for the Kissimmee Lambs.
McCallie the right wing. Now Junior. I was watching. I didn't see, but a foul was called on number 32, Jermaine Johnson, under the basket.
A double foul, actually.
A double foul?
15.
Him and Eliza Rivera? 14 on the shot clock. McCallie driving in. He's fouled on the play. Foul called on number 45, Kamar Harriet. We got 15 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Serpents up 62-58. Called into the Kissimmee Lambs coach. They were warned in the second quarter. Too much talking to the refs. So they finally put their foot down, gave a technical foul to the coach. So we got a technical foul shot coming up by Roberto Suarez. His team up by 4.
You know, Commissioner Greg Kite, Commissioner of the FBA, we always talk about how players respond to the officials. And he said something that I've never forgotten. He said in all his days of playing pro basketball, he's not once seen a player complain to a referee and have that referee change the call.
Right.
More times than that, it gets in your head and you play worse.
Yep.
Because you're worried about things that you don't need to worry about, things that you can't control.
Exactly. I used to coach all my kids' soccer teams. I'd tell the assistant coach the same thing. Usually, the more yelling at the ref, usually the less calls you're going to get. But yelling at the ref is not going to change their call.
Not at all. Not at all.
The refs are sorting things out at the scorer's table with Richard, our scorekeeper, making sure we got our I's dotted and our T's crossed. Here we go. Technical free throw by Suarez. His shot's good. So we've got 15 seconds left, third quarter. Serpents hold a 5-point lead. They're up 63-58. And they have the ball. Kevin Beans Jr. to inbound the ball. Into Suarez. Oh, tough pass. Stolen up ahead to St. Remy hit the shot. Kevin Beans Jr. expired. His shot is no good. That takes us to the end of the third quarter. Volusia Serpents 63, Kissimmee Lambs 58. Fourth quarter coming up. We're at the Genesis Health Center. We've got our FBA Finals game number 2 between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Volusia Serpents. What do we think, Mark? We got one more quarter left.
One more quarter. I'm looking at the scores. Quite a low-scoring game so far.
Agreed.
Usually we're in the 70 to 80s. I don't know if that's good defense or bad offense.
I think it's a little bit of both. Probably a little bit of nerves, too, on both teams. A lot more missed shots than I expected. The teams are getting plenty of shots, plenty of good looks at the basket. Missed layups, missed shots.
Well, it all comes down to this for the Serpents. They've got one more quarter to stay alive.
Yep.
Regardless of the winner, another year, third year in a row, an expansion team is winning the FBA championship.
Yeah, I love it. All right, we'll be back right after this.
Starting off the fourth quarter action. Kissimmee Lambs ball. Ooh. And a mishandle by number 10 for the Lambs.
We're back.
Elvis Baez. Referee's going to discuss.
Referees are conferring here.
Undecided on the call, and the ball doesn't lie, so we jump it up, Rob.
Jump ball coming up. Looks like we're going to have Antonio Jackson versus Kamar Harriet for the jump ball. We're just beginning our fourth quarter at Genesis Health in Maitland, Florida. We're here for game number 2 of the FBA Finals. If you're just joining us, Rob Dietz and Mark King here doing play-by-play. Lindsey Jr. with the loose ball on the right wing. Ooh.
3-second call, but it also could have been called
An offensive foul on the play, so he's probably lucky they called it a 3-second violation. The right wing. Gets the ball into Elvis Baez. Baez out to Kamar Harriet. Harriet to St. Remy. St. Remy with a long three-pointer off the mark. Nice rebound by Baez, but he couldn't finish. Baez fouled on the play. Foul called on number 21, James Lindsey Jr.
It's always funny to me, Rob. A call will be made and a player will look in disbelief, and I like to go back and look at them. And I'm telling you, Rob, more times than not, they're guilty as charged almost every time.
Baez misses the first free throw.
Perception is our reality.
Number 34, Carlos Mutia.
The Lambs look more frustrated than I thought. Wow, Elvis Baez, he banks his second free throw in. You don't see that very often. Lambs trying to sub in a little bit too early. Lindsey Jr. from the left wing, his shot's off the mark. Out to Kevin Beans Jr. His three-pointer short. Serpents up by 4 here, 63-59. Kamar Harriet dribbling the ball. Oh, stop and pop, he spins. Wild left-handed shot. Foul. Lindsey Jr. with the Euro step. His shot off the mark. St. Remy gets it up to Kamar Harriet. Harriet on the left wing. Gets the ball to Baez at the top of the key. He crosses over James Lindsey Jr. with the left hand off the glass. Nice move by Elvis Baez.
And a momentum shift right now in favor of the Lambs.
Lindsey Jr., big three-pointer. Oh, that shot's good. Basket was good on the play by James Lindsey Jr.
Number 34, Anthony Rice checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
You gotta love that by Johnson.
Yep.
Everybody's got to get in the weight room. Such personalities in the FBA.
Baez brings the ball up. Lambs down by 5. Herrera with a floater, no good. Rice with the ball. Looking for a guard to give it to Antonio Jackson. Lindsey Jr. back to the top of the key. Gets it to Kevin Beans. Out to Lindsey. Now Suarez on the top. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Suarez still with the ball. Gets it to Beans. His shot short as the time clock expires. St. Remy to Baez. Baez up to Nacho Padilla. Carlos Motilla. Roberto Suarez with the ball. His team up 66-61. 5 minutes remaining in the game. Great move there by Suarez.
Great control.
Yep. Instead of getting called for the offensive foul, he went up vertically, found the basket, kissed it nicely. Another throw move by Roberto Suarez.
Not just a three-point shooter.
Puts his team up by 7. Juan Herrera, the
Speaking
answers
of
with a
smooth,
3. And we've got a 4-point game. Serpents are looking to extend the series to a game 3 tomorrow night right here. If we do have a game 3, tip-off at 6 p.m. at Genesis Health. Roberto Suarez taking it strong to the hoop for 2.
He's feeling good right now, Rob. He's feeling good.
Elvis Baez from the left wing, nothing but net. 70-67 Serpents. We've got 8:18 left to go in the game.
Number 0, Brayden Davis. And number 2, Nicholas McCallie. Check in for the Volusia Serpents.
We've got 8:08 left to go in the game. Serpents up 70-67. Another three-pointer by Nicholas McCallie. Serpents up by 6 now, 73-67. 7:45 left to go. Foul called on number 5, Juan Herrera. Roberto Suarez at the line for 2 free throws. First shot by Suarez is good.
Number 77, Anderson Ramos checks in for the Lambs.
75-67. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Brayden Davis thought he got fouled on the play. No foul called. Lambs pushed the ball up to Herrera. Herrera shot off the mark. Offensive foul called on number 5, Juan Herrera. That's a tough call there, Mark.
Tough, but, you know, in some sense, they're letting him play. I like the no call there, no call there.
Agreed.
Getting a little sloppy. Referees inject. Make sure everybody's in a legal position.
Lindsey Jr. brings the ball up. His team up by 8. Wild shot off the mark. He thought he was fouled on the play. Baez crossing him over once, twice. Blocked by Roberto Suarez. He's fouled on the play. Foul called on number 11, Leo Barotaran.
Davidson checks in for the Lambs.
Lindsey Jr. fakes the 3, gives it to Suarez on the right wing. His team up by 8. 6 minutes, 15 seconds left to go in the game. Suarez fouled as he drives to the basket. Foul called on number 77, Anderson Ramos. Lindsey Jr. to inbound the ball. His team up by 8.
Sloppy turnover.
On pass stolen. You don't see that very often. Baez brings the ball up, gets it to Juan Herrera, and Sinza. Sinza's got to shoot that. Anytime your big guy gets the ball on the blocks, you got to get a shot off. That shot by McCallie short. Anderson Ramos gets it to Baez. Juan Herrera. And then he's foul on the play.
It's like to call mouse in the house.
Foul called on number 2, Nicholas McCallie. Juan Herrera will be at the line shooting 2 free throws. His team down by 8 points. Just over 6 minutes to go in the game. Big free throws coming up here. Free throws good. We've got 5 minutes, 38 seconds left to go in the game. Serpents hold a 5-point lead, 77-72. Ball. Baez with a 3-pointer, and he's fouled on the play. Big foul there.
Big foul there, closing out the game. Well, Lamb's going on another run here. 5-point game with free throws. And if I'm not mistaken, that's a 3.
Yeah, 3 free coming up. The play. 72. Just over 5 minutes to go in the game. Once again, we're here. Game number 2 of the FBA Finals. We're here at Genesis Health in Maitland, Florida. Rob Dietz and Mark King doing your play-by-play. So what are the Lambs talking about in the timeout? They're down by 5 points. They've got 3 free throws coming up. So if they hit these, they're only down by 2.
And that's a good place to be, Rob. And one of the things I liked and I've noticed all season long is we've got a very professional team, very composed team of veterans.
Yep.
And it's going to come down to composure.
Yep.
Younger teams might not handle the pressure as well. They're sticking in it. They're keeping themselves composed, not playing frantic. Got a chance to break this to a 2-point game.
Great game so far. Both teams bringing out the same 5 players they went into timeout with. Lambs put in a couple more big guys since a few minutes ago. They got Sinza back in. They got Juan Herrera back in. Baez first free throw off. 2 more free throws.
Critical free throws.
Yep. Coach is going to be livid if he doesn't make these. Free throw by Baez.
And just over 5 minutes to play in the game. Might go down to the wire, I think, Rob.
I hope so. That shot by Baez is off the mark. Oh, Sinza Davidson with a rebound, but he winds up getting called for the travel as he hits the deck.
And you gotta wonder if Sinza's got good shoes on. The second fall of the day.
His feet came out from under him, yeah. Great rebound, too. Serpents up by 5. 5 minutes. Lindsey Jr. bringing the ball. Jermaine Johnson setting the pick. Lindsey Jr. with the spin move. I don't know if that shot was blocked or if it just came up short. Barota ran into Sinza. Sinza in. Juan Herrera called for.
Number 2, Nicholas McCallie checks in for the Volusia Serpents.
Call. It looked like he walked from here. There was a little bit of contact, but not enough for a foul. Rice sets the pick for Suarez. Suarez stops at the free throw line. Suarez is hitting the groove. He was missing those shots the first 2.5 quarters.
And you know, what we like to talk about is statistics of it. If you're a good shooter and you're missing some,
Yep.
numbers are going to come together.
Baez kicks it out to Ramos. Ramos kicks it out to Leo Barota ran for 3 points. Air ball. Oh, Sinza picks up the loose ball and puts it in for 2. Lamb's down by 4 now. Suarez brings the ball up. He stops at the free throw line. Suarez at the right wing. Gets the ball to Jermaine Johnson. Johnson backs up Sinza. Johnson with the turnaround. It's good for 2. He puts the Serpents up by 6 points. Just under 4 minutes to go in the game. Lamb's down by 6. Juan Herrera takes it in. His shot blocked. Foul called on number 22, Kevin Beans Jr. We've got the veteran Juan Herrera going to the line for 2 shots. His team down by 6, but the clock is stopped. 2 important free throw here for the Lambs.
And really a shame that they got the foul call because Sinza came through with the 2-point layup. You're darned if you do, darned if you don't.
Right. We've got a 4-point game here. Don't go anywhere, folks. If you're joining us live on the YouTube stream, this is game 2 of the FBA Finals between the Kissimmee Lambs and the Volusia Serpents. Rob Dietz and Mark King doing your play-by-play here. Baez in. Oh, nice pass to Ramos. He missed the reverse layup. Picked up by Kevin Beans Jr.
Great play, but
Yep, he's going coast to coast.
got to finish your breakfast.
Gives it to Suarez. Suarez gets it to Rice. Anthony Rice with the right-handed floater. Serpents up by 6. 83-77. Juan Herrera takes it in strong, and he's fouled. Foul called on number 34, Anthony Rice.
Just under 3 minutes left in the game.
Juan
Critical
Herrera.
free throws.
Yeah,
Critical free throws.
he's a veteran. His last 2 free throws.
Ice in his veins.
I have a feeling he's been in this situation many, many, many times before.
He looks comfortable, doesn't he, Rob?
Number 34, Carlos Motita checks in for the Rams.
Herrera's got one more shot. His team down by 5. His free throw is good. We're back to 4. Lambs need a stop here. Roberto Suarez bringing the ball up. Anthony Rice sets the pick for Suarez. He takes it in strong. Kicks it out to McCallie for a wide open three. That's it. 2. He puts his team up by 7. He told the coach about 5-6 minutes ago, get me back in the game. Wow. A good foul called. The kid's hit a couple shots. He's playing some tough D. I like it. You're a coach. You got to appreciate the hustle and the grit there.
Yes, absolutely. And
the only bad thing is his team's in the bonus now, and the Lambs are shooting free throws.
yeah. And it stops the clock too, Rob. So
Yeah.
anytime you can put points on the board with a stop clock, that's a good situation to be in if you're behind.
Down by 7, Baez. Ooh, first free throw off the mark.
And I have a feeling Baez is going to be kicking himself if they don't pull off this win tonight. A couple of missed free throws. Total of 3 in the last couple of minutes.
Yep. That shot's good by Baez. Serpents up by 6. 2.5 minutes to go here in the game. Big possession here for both teams. Kevin Beans Jr. stops at the top of the key, gets it to Suarez. Suarez at the top.
Leo Barotaran going coast to coast, gives it up to
Sinza. And the shot's no good by Sinza. Wow. Offensive foul called on 11, Leo Barotaran. It was an offensive foul called on Leo Barotaran. The shot was no good. So we're at 86-80. We've got just under 2 minutes to go and 50 seconds left to go in the game. Roberto Suarez hard. Foul called on number 11, Leo Barotaran. That free throw will put him into the bonus. We got the clock stopped. We've got a minute 13 left to go in the game. Lambs up Serpents up 86-80 over the Lambs. Free throws good. We've got an 88-80 game. Over. Baez taking it to the hoop. He's fouled. This game's not over yet. Foul called on number 32, Jermaine Johnson. That's a line for 2 free throws. We got a minute 33 left to go in the game. Baez first, 88-81. Serpents with a time to play. They're up 88-81. Just over a minute and a half to play in the game. We'll be right back after this timeout.
We've got 1 minute, 33 seconds left to go in the fourth quarter here. The Volusia County Serpents, 88, Kissimmee Lambs, 81.
We're back from the timeout. Serpents up 88-82. We got 90 seconds left to go in the game. Serpents look like they're about to push game 3. Wow, no foul. Oh, there's a foul called. Foul called on number 5, Juan Herrera. We've got 1:17 left to go in the game here. Volusia Serpents 88, Kissimmee Lambs 82. 1:17 left to go in the game. We're live here at Genesis Health in Maitland, Florida. Rob Dietz and Mark King doing your play-by-play. This is game number 2 of the FBA Finals. The Serpents look like they will win the game if they do. We've got a game 3 and our final game tomorrow night. 6 p.m. tip-off right here at Genesis Health. This is a best-of-3 series. Serpents looking to tie it up here. Suarez calmly hits his free throws. Serpents now up by 8. Just over a minute to go. Baez with the ball. Herrera sets the screen. Baez throws it away. That should wrap it up here. Oh, Roberto Suarez threw it behind Kevin Beans Jr. We've got 1 minute exactly to go in the game. Serpents up 90-82. Kissimmee Lambs with the ball. Elvis Baez brings the ball up. Takes it strong. Kicks it out to Juan Herrera. Herrera takes it in. His shot no good. Anthony Rice with the rebound, and he's fouled. Foul called on number 34, Carlos Motilla. Anthony Rice will be at the line shooting 2 free throws. This should ice the game for the Serpents here. If he hits both of these, they'll be up by 10. That free throw is short. One more shot coming up. That shot is also short. Rice gets his own rebound, gets it out to McCallie. He passes. Roberto Suarez with the loose ball. Gets the timeout. They might give him a technical foul here if he doesn't stop. Roberto Suarez collects a loose ball, gets a timeout. A foul called on the Kissimmee Lambs. Roberto Suarez will be at the line shooting the technical. Technical foul called on number 8 for the Kissimmee Lambs, Fernando Munoz. Is at the line shooting the technical. Serpents up by 8. Technical free throws good by Suarez. Serpents up now 91-82. 30-second timeout on the play. So we've got 45 seconds to go. Serpents are up 91-82. Tempers have started to flare in the past couple minutes here. We played about 3.5 quarters, everybody being calm, cool, collected. The Lambs not happy with the officiating. Serpents are super happy with the officiating. So, Mark, it looks like we'll be here tomorrow night for Game 3 of the finals.
That's what it's looking like, Rob. And
I love it. A good old-fashioned rubber. All.
Yeah, yeah. And tough way to go out. Couple of really tricky calls down the stretch that obviously Coach Vasquez is not happy about. And
Yep.
one of the reasons we're looking at adding some challenge reviews in here, because
Oh, that's a good idea.
with the development of the referees as well as these players, I
Right.
think it's a good space.
Right.
It takes a little bit of time, but I think it's time well spent and worth it.
Agreed. All right, refs are happy. Our score are happy. Got a 92 Serpents. 45 seconds to go in the game. Serpents are looking to push the finals here to a game 3. Beans Jr. to inbound the ball. Gets the ball to Rice. Back to Beans. Back to Rice. Back to Beans. Beans kicks it out to Suarez. Smart play. Called on number 10, Elvis Baez. Roberto Suarez at the line shooting 2 free throws. Serpents are pushing this to a game 3. We'll be right back here tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Shout out to number 4, Antonio Jackson, sitting next to me on the bench here. And number 21, James Lindsey Jr. You see him? He's got the blue and green hair tonight. Free throw by Suarez is good. Serpents having a good time on the bench. Get that W. Carlos Motilla bringing the ball up. We're down to 20 seconds. He misses with the left hand. Serpents ball. They're going to dribble out the clock here. We've got 10 seconds left. And that's going to take us to the end of the game here. Your final score here at Genesis Health for FBA Finals game number 2. The number 2 seed, Volusia Serpents, 92. The number 1 seed, Kissimmee Lambs, 82. Mark King, we've got a game 3 tomorrow night at 6 p.m.
And this is why we do the Game 3 series. It helps us just
I'm
make
getting
sure.
show bumps. I'm so excited for game 3. So, what do we expect tomorrow night?
I tell you, the Lambs are upset. They feel like a couple of calls didn't go their way towards the end. If you know anything about, overseas professionals, Coach Vasquez is going to have them ready.
Yep.
They're going to be composed, and they're going to bring it. But shout out to the Serpents. Didn't really look like much in Game 1, as we all saw.
Right.
But really turned it around, came back.
Game 1, Serpents gave up 108 points, I think. And game number 2, they held the Lambs to 82 points, which I didn't think was possible. The Lambs have a very deep bench, a very professional bench, a seasoned bench, and they got held to, the team got held to 82 points. So great job by the Serpents, the coach, the players.
Solid defensive effort,
Yep.
really by both teams, a low-scoring game. But, hey, when the championship's on the line, you got to give 100% full effort.
Yep. So we've got some interviews coming up here, I think, post-game. Are we going to try and do some interviews here?
Why don't we take a break? Let's see if we can get a couple of people over here and talk to the coaches before we get out of here and maybe play their game.
Sounds good. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, thanks again for joining us here this evening for FBA Finals game number 2. Your final score here, the Volusia Serpents 92, Kissimmee Lambs 82. Please join us tomorrow night for game number 3, right here at Genesis Health. Tip-off tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Thank you everybody for joining us. Drive home safe.
ready for a game 3 tomorrow night at 6 p.m. How did you guys do it? You held the Lambs to 82 points.
Oh man, a lot of adjustments. It's hard to adjust against a team like that. Simple, very, very talented team, very well coached. So you have to hurry up so they can adjust as they do as well.
What did you say to your team between last week's game and today's game? Last week, I believe the Rams put up 108 points. You guys held them to 82 points. It's huge. Average 20 points per quarter. Is there something you said to your team maybe this week before the game started?
Basically, the model of the whole week was not over. So, it's a series. It's a game of runs. We all know that. Keep composure. Stay grinding. Guys over there. It's hard to coach this team because they fight right. So
You had Nick McCalley come up big. He didn't play the first half, I don't think at all. A little bit in the third quarter. The fourth quarter he comes in, gives you guys some great defensive plays. Even if he had a couple fouls, you'd still like to see the hustle. Right? Then he hit a couple big three-pointers, so you got to be proud of him. He really stepped up.
oh yeah, most definitely. That's one of his main attributes of the team is being vocal, playing a lot of so that's kind of what we needed going into the second half. I wanted to see how they adjusted. Once I seen that pressure on the ball, taking the ball out of some people's hands, that was kind of the flash short plus he was trying to pull a little bit. And a lot of times they try to put their hands outside, but he's fine. But he knows how to adjust.
And I did notice that you guys, when the Lambs came in the fourth quarter, they came in a little small. They put everyone on Leo Brooklyn was their only big guy on the court. I noticed that as the announcer in the play-by-play guy. So I said to the Serpents, they got to come out running now. The Lambs only have one big guy. They really should even have a point guard on that guy. I saw you guys put the gas pedal down and really tried to take the full lead in there. You noticed the same thing.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we got so-called big. We got Anthony Davis had a great game. I mean, he pretty much did as well as so that was key for us, but
It was a great game. I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are out there looking forward to it. We've got game 3 of the FBA Finals right here tomorrow night at Genesis Health. Tip off at 6 p.m. Coach McCalley, good luck. We'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you.
I just expressing myself.
We're live at Genesis Health. I've got Coach Vasquez with us of the Kissimmee Lambs. So, game number 2, 92-82. You guys scored 108 points in game number 1, 82 in this game. Is there something that you saw differently as the coach that happened?
Well, thank you so much for the opportunity. And yes, of course, they know that if they losing today, it's done. So what I see different is the attitude, the way that they doing the defense, the offense. They help each other a lot. So it works good for them today.
Yeah, it was a great team effort by the Serpents. So you had the same starting 5 in for a while, and then you switch out the whole team. Is there a reason the whole starting 5 went out, and then you brought on 5 players? Usually we see 1 or 2 players sub in. You went for all 5. Were you that upset with the starting 5?
It's not about being upset. It's about if we asking something specific and the team is not responding, so we switch some pieces, but sometimes they already have like 3-4 minutes playing.
Right.
So it's time to give the chance to the other guys to complete the task.
Right. And the second half of the game, maybe starting in the fourth quarter, you went with a really small lineup. Leo Barotaran was your only big man out there. Was it your guards and forwards that were tired that you decided, or the big guys that were tired, and you went with a smaller lineup, or you were just trying to get aggressive and run the ball?
Well, we looking all the time the younger legs to work out a little bit, trying to, do the plays, cut, more speed, trying to match the level of the Serpent are playing.
Right.
That's the intention. With Leo, it's a little more experience, a little more handle the ball. So it's basically that.
Yeah. It was a great game. As an announcer and play-by-play, I love to see game number 3. That's what the fans want, is the final game. So I'm excited about it. I know you wanted to win it tonight.
Yeah.
What are you going to tell your team? We've got 1 game left. The finals are tomorrow. It's a win or lose. Winner gets the trophy. Winner gets the T-shirts. What are you going to tell your team tomorrow, an hour before the game?
Well, first of all, whatever is the results, the glory for the Lord.
Yes, sir.
So, second, I say to them, let's don't talk about nothing, about mistakes, about referees, about nothing. Let's just focus in tomorrow.
Right.
And let's come back with more stronger than today.
Yep. It doesn't matter what happened today or last week or 2 weeks ago. It doesn't matter what anybody's record is. We've got game number 3, the final game here tomorrow night, 6 p.m. at Genesis Health in Maitland, Florida. Coach Vasquez, thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
God bless you.
You too.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.